Hi, welcome to Geo Week 2022. I'm Richard Kerris, Vice President of our Omniverse developer platform here at NVIDIA, and today I'm going to talk about how virtual worlds are going to revolutionize industries. And it all starts with our platform, Omniverse. So let's get started. NVIDIA Omniverse is a platform for collaboration and simulation. At NVIDIA, we believe the next era of innovation is going to be all about virtual worlds. Now, to understand how these virtual worlds have to work together, it's important for us to look at the context of which I'm talking. Specifically, 3D design is an extremely complex team sport. So what we mean by that is large teams with diverse set of skills using multiple different software packages on ever-increasing projects in complexity. These are challenges that they all face. Now, one of the biggest challenges is how these software packages work together and how people can work remotely. Because 3D workflows have become essential for just about every industry, whether you're visualizing a building that's being built, creating new special effects for film and TV, doing product design for manufacturing, scientific visualization, robotics, autonomous vehicles running in virtual worlds, all sorts of things are becoming more and more the standard across every industry. But there's challenges with these. As we said, there's software products that have to work together. Our new normal is everybody is remote most all of the time. And these projects are getting bigger and bigger all of the time. And it's also difficult to manage that single source of truth. When multiple people are working on a project from multiple different locations, how do you secure and solidify the work that's being done so that you're accurate in your final decisions? Well, this is where NVIDIA Omniverse comes in. This is a platform for creating and connecting virtual worlds. We based it on USD from Pixar, Universal Scene Description, which is widely being adopted across all of these industries because it's an open standard that allows for the description of everything that's taking place in a 3D world. And by supporting this, it allows these different software packages to actually be able to connect to Omniverse. Once they're connected to our platform, we bring over 20 years of NVIDIA technology into mix. Technologies like physics and materials and path trace rendering and AI. And then we allow it to be output in a number of different ways, whether you're streaming out to your screen or to a tablet or a device that you want to use as a window to peer into that world, or we support AR and VR devices as well. But we are doing this together. One of the key things about Omniverse is it doesn't replace workflows, it extends and enhances existing workflows. And so we're working with both hardware and software partners to ensure that their products are connected into the platform so that we all get to benefit from this technology. As I said, we based Omniverse on USD, Universal Scene Description. You can think of it as the HTML of 3D worlds. So why do we say that? Well, in the early days of the internet, there were challenges depending on what kind of browser you had, what kind of extensions were installed, etc., to whether or not you would have the right experience at a particular website. And that's why we had some bumps and stuff at the beginning as the internet got going. But then HTML came along, and companies worked together to standardize on that core plumbing of the internet, enabling any kind of a World Wide Web scenario from any type of device to any type of experience to be consistent across websites. We don't even think about it anymore. You go from one website to another, and you're consistent. The videos play, the text looks good, all of those things. So you're really focused on the content of that website. And that's what made the World Wide Web so popular today, that some of the biggest companies in the world are based on it. Now, we built Omniverse as a platform for the future. Cloud native, multi-GPU enabled, again, supporting open standards for cross-team collaboration. It's scalable, meaning that it can work from a laptop all the way up to our supercomputer data centers. And we bring with it over 20 years of NVIDIA technology, things for graphics, AI, and other things like that. And what you have at the very top, if you look at this diagram, is what's called the platform, which is made up of those 5 components of Omniverse. And then on top of that, you can extend it and build applications yourself. So many ways to connect to the platform. We have a number of reference applications that we provide to showcase what's possible, and our developers have now started to develop their own connectors and their own products on this platform. The core technologies in Omniverse consist of these 5 main parts. Nucleus, which is how we manage the different locations and manage your assets for those the work that you're doing. Connect is, as I said, how you connect to the platform. Kit is an embedded SDK toolkit that allows you to develop right in the application or develop applications on top of the platform as well. Our simulation and rendering technologies. These are the foundational platform components of Omniverse. Let me show you a little video here to give you an idea of some of the work that's been done using this platform. I love watching the work of our customers. It's always so inspiring. You know, there are many ways to connect to Omniverse. You can create a bi-directional connector, which is a Omniverse connector, which does real-time updates shared between the apps after a single export and import. Material conversion stuff is supported in that as well. There's a unidirectional connector, which allows for real-time updates from the apps that are reflected in Omniverse, but they don't get shared back to the application if material conversion isn't supported. But you can also do things like export to an USD, and there's a number of companies that you see here. Plus, you can import a whole lot of different file formats that are listed below. And the real magic happens when you're connected with an Omniverse connector, because this allows your applications to work simultaneously in a live 3D environment. Let's take a look here at a sample workflow where you have 3 different artists working together, and you'll see the common output of their work as if they were all in the same virtual world together, because they are, but they're at different locations. Check it out.
We show multiple users using different 3D applications to collaborate in building a virtual world. On the bottom left, a modeler uses Maya to model a bar in the kitchen. On the top left, a layout artist places objects in the scene with Unreal Engine. A texture painter paints the back wall with Substance Painter on the center left. All updates are merged into the same scene in real time, while path traced rendering in Omniverse Kit on the right.
These kind of workflows are all made possible because of Omniverse Kit, an integrated, powerful SDK to build the tools of the future. It's extremely modular, and it supports a whole number of types of things you can do, like building applications right on the platform, connecting existing applications to the platform. You get to make things customizable and extensible, and you get to really make your existing workflow your own using Omniverse Kit. There are two lenses of Omniverse, and by that we mean there is the first one, which is about 3D design collaboration. And there's also the second one, which is industrial digital twins. Now, a design collaboration focuses on the types of things I've been talking about, where you connect your existing workflows into the platform and get to take advantage of the technology that we bring you. And most importantly, you get to work with other people that are connected to the platform at the same time. So you really get to collaborate, whether it's across the room or across the globe. And this is all made possible because of the platform support for USD. And there's other ways to collaborate as a creator. You know, we tend to think of a lot of individual creators out there use multiple software packages to do the work that they're doing. There's a form of collaboration that they get to benefit from even as an individual using the platform. Most of these applications, as I said earlier, don't really talk well with one another. You have to export and import and export and import, and it becomes a long and laborious task in your workflow. If they're all connected to the platform, you get to work across these applications simultaneously. You can go from one to the other. But where things really take off is when you collaborate across teams. This provides real-time interoperability between design applications, giving teams more flexibility and faster times to production. And it helps alleviate IT challenges because it's flexible, scalable deployment across organizations at any scale and any structure. So this enables large-scale, physically accurate simulations to bring complex visualization projects to the next level. Omniverse for Digital Twins works in a similar way, but it focuses on having a true-to-reality digital twin of a virtual environment that is identical to the one that's in the physical world. And it does this in much the same way that I've talked about connecting to the platform. But the benefits are many. We believe that anything that is built will be visualized. Anything that moves will be autonomous, and anything autonomous will be simulated. True-to-reality simulation achieves a faster time to production with a higher build quality than purely physical prototypes. You can build and train things in the digital world before committing to the cost and expense of doing it in the physical world. And AI agents can only achieve intelligence by training in scalable, photorealistic environments that obey the laws of physics. These three things together are what helps make the digital twin or the digital twin simulation a very complete tool for people to use creating virtual environments for their different industries. Omniverse has been everywhere. We have seen so many different types of companies using the platform for the work that they've been doing and taking it even to further places. You know, in the past, we've talked about BMW and their factory of the future, where we showed a CAD-accurate duplicate of a factory with over 300 CAD-accurate cars, with robots and even digital humans moving in the factory to showcase how that factory would work before they've committed to things in the physical world. And for example, for a company like BMW that's producing over 2.5 million cars a year, if they're going to make changes on the factory for a new model, then those commitments to the machineries and how things are going to be laid out and stuff like that can be very costly if they're doing it just in the physical world. Typically, they'll have to make changes and adjustments and things like that. By having the ability to work in a virtual environment that's identical to the physical world, they can make those decisions and have lots of opportunities to change and modify and things in the virtual world before they commit to the costly expense in the digital world. Another example is Ericsson there. Ericsson had started using Omniverse as a platform to develop some of their own technology on. Technology that helped them understand how to propagate 5G antennas throughout a digital twin of a city in Stockholm. And there's many other examples that you see listed here. Lockheed Martin, who's been using Omniverse to understand how wildfires are caused and how they spread, things like that. And our WPP, the world's largest advertising agency, has built a complete virtual environment for them to be doing their commercial work and productions. All of these things are really working with the concept of a digital twin, and they're yet in all these different types of industries. So you can see in much the same way that the World Wide Web works across all these different industries, so in fact does digital twins for virtual worlds. Next up, I'd like to talk about some of the customers we've been working with during the development of the Omniverse platform and the different types of things that they've been doing with it. First off is KPF, or Cohn Peterson Fox, one of the largest architectural firms in the world. They've been using Omniverse to test out new applications to help them engage with their clients through a true to reality visualization of what their work will be. And they also have been using it to enable real-time collaborative workflows across the different locations that they have across the globe. DNEG, or Double Negative, is a Academy Award-winning company out of London with multiple sites around the world. And they've been evaluating Omniverse to understand how their teams can work in a collaborative approach, even though they're at different locations around the world. And they're really working with us to help reinvent how their artists and supervisors get to collaborate globally in this real time using Omniverse. We believe Omniverse digital twins will help solve some of the world's greatest challenges. I'd like to take you through a few different industry use cases here and go deep on each of them. Starting with BMW's Factory of the Future, where we worked together with BMW to build a CAD-accurate environment of one of their factories, complete with over 300 CAD-accurate cars, robots, and even digital humans in that synthetic world. This enabled them to design, train, develop, and simulate everything in the digital world before they commit to it in the virtual world. We've been working with Lockheed Martin, who's been challenged with combating wildfires and using Omniverse as a simulation platform for that. So they've been able to use our advanced AI and digital twin capabilities to understand how a wildfire spreads and things that they can do to eventually help prevent them. Next up, I want to talk about one of the most important initiatives we've taken on here at NVIDIA. It's called Project Earth 2. Earth 2 will create a digital twin of Earth to enable new climate models with unprecedented detail and reliability. The main modeling platform will be operational in 2023 with the digital twin fully running by 2027. This will require a 20,000 GPU supercomputer to operate, powering AI to process data, accelerate simulations, and produce insights. Users will upload data to the NVIDIA Omniverse Nucleus database and connect to the NVIDIA Omniverse Kit to create photorealistic visuals and achieve interactivity at scale. Next, Ericsson has been using Omniverse as a development platform to understand the rollout of 5G networks that they are creating. By using this digital twin scenario, they built a digital twin of a city in Stockholm, and they were able to understand where antenna propagation should go and what kinds of things would affect it, whether it was obstacles, weather, etc. And they were able to do this at scale, which enabled them to be much more efficient at understanding what they were going to do before they commit to it in the physical world. Now, I've got another video here I want to show you of some of these enterprise customers and how they've been using Omniverse to revolutionize their business. we have many ways for you to get involved with Omniverse, and we invite you to check it out. Whether you're an enterprise customer that wants to explore Omniverse for use in your facility, or you're an individual creator that wants to download the free version of Omniverse and start using it for your creative workflows. Or as a developer, you can download our developer environment of Omniverse and start creating applications and extensions for the growing community of Omniverse customers. We have a great deal of documentation online, tutorials and webinars. We have wonderful forums and our social Discord channels and things like that. So we invite you to check these out and understand how Omniverse and these virtual worlds are going to revolutionize so many different industries.
Did you know that white rhinos and black rhinos are both gray?
So I hope you enjoyed getting that overview of Omniverse as much as I enjoy giving it. You know, we're so thrilled and excited about everything that's going on here with this platform and what our customers and partners are doing to advance this amazing technology. You know, I wish we could all be together in person, but it seems like we got a little bit longer to go before that happens again. In the meantime, we are building the tools and the platform to help others collaborate and work together, whether it's across the room or across the globe. So until next time, please check out our nvidia.com/Omniverse, see what the world is doing with this revolutionary new platform, and let's get involved. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.